Close your eyes and think of a girl that you really like or used to like. Maybe it was right place, wrong time. Maybe you thought she was the one. Maybe she was just a crush. But let's say she texted you right now saying, "Hey, are you free?" You and I both know that you're dropping everything to accommodate for her. You and I both know that you're taking her out to get food. And you can't just have food with her because she's so special. So you go do an activity after. And because you are the man you are, you're paying for everything and you're not expecting anything. But the thing is, you don't have money like that. So where's the money coming from? You're putting on your credit card, or worse yet, you're borrowing from your parents. So why is it that you can defer responsibility when love is in the present? Because that's what's going on right now. So answer the question. As a man, when was the last time you took yourself out on a date? Not gone out to do something on your own because you had to, or been by yourself for a few moments, run some errands. When was the last time you really took yourself out on a date? You'll find that the answer is never. I'll tell you the reason why, what that reveals about your character, who you are, and the 3 consequences of never taking yourself out on a date as a man. Before that though, I need you to understand one thing. You are born into this world and you exist in a state of consciousness. This is how you operate through the world. But below the surface, you have a soul and you have a self. These are all the things that are unconscious or subconscious. These 2 things, they're born together. They're bound by science. They're bound by spirituality. They're bound by whatever you believe them to be bound by. They are there. So it seems to me that you're in an arranged marriage with yourself. I think you would agree. Maybe you could say that, oh, no, that's a silly analogy because I'll never have kids with myself. So it defeats the whole point of marriage. But yes, you will. In the future, you'll have to pay taxes, won't you? In the future, you'll have to take care of your parents, won't you? You have these responsibilities. Those are children that you have to take care of. Only you can take care of with the person inside of you. You have to work together as a team, as a couple, to take care of your own children. That is literally what an arranged marriage is. You are literally in an arranged marriage. You are in a relationship with yourself. And you don't have kids yet. So you know where you are? You are in the honeymoon phase of your relationship. And these 2 parts of you are inside of yourself. So if yesterday I came up to you and I said, tomorrow, you're going to be inside your soulmate. Yeah, you will. You'd probably get excited, right? You start looking around. Everywhere you're walking, you take out your headphones, you'd look, you'd be on alert, head on a swivel, looking around for something. You'd be spewing out love everywhere you looked. You'd be looking with smiles at everyone, like a sprinkler going around and around. You'd be looking, trying to find your soulmate, because tomorrow you would be in her. Well, guess what? You're inside your soulmate right now. So take your soulmate out on a date. That's your responsibility. The real reason you're scared of doing things alone or taking yourself out on a date, which simply just means going out by yourself, enjoying a good time by yourself, not needing someone else to experience the world, to do an activity, to go to a museum. The reason is because you're insecure. You think the person inside of you is a loser. And imagine how everybody on the bus would react if they saw you hanging out with a loser. Every time you're walking alone, you're on the bus, you're in a restaurant, heck, maybe you're in your own car. You momentarily exist in the minds of passerbys who see you, and you make the assumption that they think you're a loser. Many times, oftentimes you do this because you don't have confidence in yourself. You're insecure of who you are. You constantly restrict yourself from doing fun, meaningful things alone because you imagine the minds of other people saying, oh, that guy doesn't have friends to do things. When the truth is that you are so confident in yourself and who you are that you simply enjoy spending time alone. You can have a good time without others. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have others, because that's the meaning of life, to enjoy good times with others. But you also have to enjoy good times with yourself, because like I said, you're in a relationship with yourself. So if you're going on dates, don't do it for the wrong reasons. These are the reasons that the girls are going on dates, right? He didn't want to take me out on a date, so I went by myself. Going on a date because no man can handle me. Just enjoying some me time. Just doing something alone. You know me, really confident in myself. No man could handle me. Don't. Am I right, girlies? Hate men. Because even though they have the right idea, they're doing it for 100% of the wrong reasons. One, they're doing it for attention. They're doing it to cause jealousy. And they're doing it to try to leverage power over other people. Maybe they're trying to show, they're trying to perform that they have confidence in themselves. They like doing things alone. Or maybe they want to make other guys jealous by creating imaginary scenarios where they're on a date. And maybe in some convoluted way, this works because it seems like, oh, wow, she's an independent woman. Shout out Neo, Miss Independent. But truthfully, she's just doing it for others. So in no way was she on a date by herself. She invited all these people to come join her and she put on a show for them. She is an actor in this case. No, don't take your phone with you when you go on a date. Do things that you enjoy doing by yourself. It doesn't have to be romantic. The only reason I call it, and many people call it, going on a date with yourself is because it's an idea that's easy to understand. Because it's an analogy that presents itself in such a way that you won't forget it. Anyway, now that you understand the real reason why you're not doing things alone, that being you're ashamed, you're insecure, you're scared, you place the value and thoughts of others over your own, I'm going to tell you the 3 consequences that come with not going on dates by yourself, not doing things alone. The first one being you are restricting yourself. If the only dates you went on were around other people, then you don't have the practice of being who you are in these environments. It's different because if you go on a date with a girl, you're going to eat very respectfully. Your Highness, please, I would like another slice of pizza, please. But when you're by yourself, and this is definitely the case with me, is I'm a messy eater. Man, I'm primitive. I'm in there, I'm eating my noodles, like, ba, 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 ba. Somehow there's lettuce on my forehead. There's not even lettuce in the meal, but I got freaking cabbage in my hair, tomatoes, some stains on my shirt. It's like, bro, what the heck were you doing? You just ate a salad. How did that even get there? The thoughts that arise while you're on your dates are organically your own. They're harvested in this little brain of yours. They come from yourself. So you learn about yourself and who you are. Because imagine if you were in a relationship with your girl and all you did was order McDonald's, Uber Eats, DoorDash, always to the door. How long is that going to last? Not long. She broke up with you before she was with you because that's the kind of man you are, truthfully. But your soul, this other person in this relationship can't break up with you because it's an arranged marriage. You're bound by whatever reasons you want to believe you're bound by. They're stuck with you. So all they can do now is be remiss to be in this relationship with you. It's like if you were in a relationship with a girl and she gave you this look, she was like, will you understand that you've gotten to a point where there is no more relationship? You've lost that spark. That's what's happening with the soul. It has detached itself from the relationship that you were in with it. It no longer wants to coexist with you. That will lead to more insecurity, more depression, more sorrow. All of these unattractive and undesirable traits will come because you're not spending more time alone. You're not taking yourself out on a date, which leads me to way number 2. Let's say you want to have a wife in the future. So she exists somewhere on this timeline, further along the timeline than you are. You need to be prepared for when you meet her so that she'll actually be attracted to you. Because women are not looking for one type of man. They're not looking for someone who's macho, who's tough, who puts up this aura. They're looking for someone who has confidence in their self. They're looking for someone to accompany. You know what they say? Behind every great man is a great woman. But if you don't go on dates with yourself, you don't spend time alone, you don't build that self foundation, that self solidification. So you don't have the confidence in yourself to be a great man in the first place. So now you direct all your energy into the woman. So now it's in front of every man is a great woman. That doesn't really make sense. You don't have to be some man that they pump out in the factory, right? You have the same traits. A lot of people want you to believe you have to be one type of way to attract one type of woman. Really, you just have to be yourself, confident in yourself, do something with that so that a woman will want to accompany you. And you can start on that path by discovering who you are, taking yourself out on dates. Because now if you're not harvesting your own satisfaction, you're going to go to the market and try to purchase satisfaction from any hot girl who's there. and she's going to upscale these products. You know why? Because she's a businessman. She's a merchant. You're going to walk up. You're going to buy the air from her. You're going to give her your money, your resources, maybe some of your happiness you're going to trade in exchange for this imaginary, temporary satisfaction, this illusion of fulfillment. The only way to have real fulfillment is to grow it inside of yourself. And you have to do that alone. And once you do that, you'll notice that people will gravitate towards you because it's contagious. Building your own fulfillment, cultivating the self, aligning with the soul. Everybody wants to do that. Everyone wants to be fulfilled in life. Everybody wants to have their own passion and follow it throughout the course of their life. Nobody is willing to do that, even though it's the easiest thing, because a lot of the people are misunderstood. So if you made it to this part of the video, obviously you're a real one. I want to know what kind of dates you guys are going on with yourself, how you're spending time by yourself. I think the best way to do it is just go on walks. A real nice walk will tell you so much about yourself in a way that nobody else could tell you these details about your own life. You'll be able to discover it on your own just by walking. The cold, frigid Tuesday morning or a nice warm Wednesday evening. Maybe share headphones with yourself. There's nothing really more romantic in cinema than sharing a pair of headphones and just really enjoying some beautiful romantic music, some nice art. Of course, if you want to build the most amount of confidence in yourself, go out in public and eat food by yourself, because that's where your brain's working overtime. Everybody else has people around them that they're eating with, they're sharing a conversation with. But if you're alone, you're not even on your phone, that's going to be really hard for you, because you'll start thinking, oh, I'm by myself. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody thinks I'm alone. Everybody thinks I'm a loser. If you can power through that and enjoy your meal, exist and be mindful, yeah, you will be unstoppable. You will be confident. People will gravitate towards you. You will be aligned with the soul and cultivated the self. See you guys next time.